This episode of Dirty Side Gets Down, we're on the dyno today, and we're going to see what kind of power difference you get with different air-fuel ratios. So I thought since I had the note on the dyno already for something else, it'd be a good time to do some power comparisons on air-fuel ratios. So we're going to start with 12.5 to 1, which is what the Holley snipers come with out of the box. We'll do 13 to 1 and then 13.5 to 1 and see what we get out of those. So if you're not familiar with the car here, let's go over that real quick. So this here's the 74 Nova. It was pretty well gutted and turned into a drag car, and I'm slowly converting it back to a street car. It's got a real basic 4-bolt main 350 in it. It's got the first generation Holley sniper and Hyperspark distributor and all the Hyperspark parts. It has a tank sink, EFI tank in it, direct bolt in for a 74 Nova. With a 400 liter per hour pump, because we've got turbo plans for this thing. So we've got the car all warmed up. Let's go ahead and get that first pull done at 12.5 to 1. Okay, here's the dyno graph from that run. You can see 234 horsepower, 293 foot-pounds of torque, and fairly smooth. Looks like what you'd expect from an engine like this, and this is 12.5 to 1. Now we can take a look at the data log of the run. So here you can see this teal line is target air-fuel ratio, the pink line is actual air-fuel ratio, and right kind of in the meat of the run, over here you can see we're meeting our target pretty well, and not correcting a whole lot, so we're pretty close on the table there. So let's go ahead and hop to the 13 to 1 and see what we get there. Alright, so now we've seen what 12.5 to 1 does. We got a baseline. Let's go half a point leaner and see what happens. In this situation, I'm pretty sure it's going to make more power, but not every engine would, so don't just go plopping these settings into your engine. It really needs to be tuned for what it wants. But we'll go 13 to 1 and make that pull now. Let's see what happens. Alright, so here you can see we made power everywhere. 259 horsepower, 321 foot-pounds of torque. And that's at that 13 to 1 there. And you can see here it just made power everywhere, all over. Let's take a look at the data log real quick. Here's the data log, still kind of in the meat of the pull here. And we're right on that 13 to 1, and we're really not correcting at all. So we're dead on the tune there. So now let's try 13.5 and see what that gets us. Alright, so now that we've seen that big improvement from dropping just half a point in air-fuel ratio, we're going to try 13.5 to 1 and see what we get. And my gut tells me that we're probably going to lose just a little bit of power, but who knows, we might gain some. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the solid line is 12.5 to 1. This larger dotted line is our 13 to 1. And then this finer dotted line is our 13.5 to 1. And you can see that definitely reduced some power. We dropped quite a bit here if you look at these. So take a look at the data log real quick. And you can see air fuel was a little rough here. It definitely wasn't happy with running leaner like that. So we're going to stick to 13 to 1 with this engine for sure. Alright, so that gives you an idea of how air-fuel ratio affects horsepower and why it's important to have somebody get into your sniper and tune on it and don't just run it straight out of the Wizard. Straight out of the Wizard works, but it's a lot more fuel than a lot of you need. So if you like that kind of video, there's another one coming up next week on timing, and we're basically going to be doing the exact same video, but with the big timing swing and see what happens. So you definitely want to like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing, and If you don't like that sort of thing, put a note down in the comments. Let me know what you do want to see, and we'll try to make it happen. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.